Hi folks, today we're going to talk about the three most common defenses when somebody is accused of domestic violence. Now, I want to be clear, there's a lot more than three, but in the 30 some odd years that I've practiced law as a prosecutor, as a defense lawyer, and as a judge, these are the ones that come up the most often. So let's talk about the three most common. One of them is, it didn't happen. In other words, hey, either the woman, if it's a woman or whoever the person is saying it happened, is either lying or mistaken or something. So I'm going to give you real life examples, but because I don't want to get sued and because I'm protecting either the guilty or the innocent, I'm going to change the names. I like to use goofy names, so forgive me. But first one, it didn't happen. So again, true story, different names. My client Ab comes in and he is charged with assaulting his ex-girlfriend Lucy, who has quite the shiner in the photos. And his girlfriend Lucy, by the way, her full name's Lucy Fur. And Ab's full name is Absolved. You may know where this is going. Anyway, we go to court, ready for trial, and prosecutor's there. We're going to call Jack Hammer. And Lucy's talking to Jack. Oh, yeah, look, he gave me this huge black eye. Oh, he hurt me. He's a terrible man. He's a vicious thug. Boo-hoo-boo. Jack, being Jack's like, Siegel, I'm going to nail your guy. I'm going to hammer him to the wall. Jack, calm down. Just, what do you hear our side of it? Fine. So, tell you what, I'm going to show you our evidence, and I don't think you're going to try this case. Yeah? Yeah. So, Ab was no idiot. When Ab saw that trouble was brewing with Lucy Fur, because he'd had past problems with her, and because he knew they were breaking up, he takes his handy-dandy cell phone and he hits it video record. You know, the video was kind of askew because he wasn't holding it like this, but it was enough, you know, you kind of had to tilt your head, but you could see the video. And in the video, you saw and heard exactly what really happened. You hear them fussing, hear Ab saying, you know, I've had enough of your stuff, I'm walking out, we're done. And you hear Lucy, she's like, oh, I want to fix your wagon. She says, I'm going to tell the cops you hit me and you're going to go to jail. He's going, what are you talking about? She takes her fist, boom, smacks herself hard in the face, and she gives herself a shiner. She goes, yeah, you hit me in the face. He goes, I never hit you. What are you talking about? You just did that. She goes, that's not what I'm telling the cops. She says, I'm calling them right now, and you're going to jail. Ab thinks, you know, I don't want to be here for that. He leaves. Cops come. Lucy tells them, he hit me in the face. He's a terrible person. You know, go find him and arrest him. Cops go find him. They arrest him. Comes to me. We go to court. There's old Jack Hammer. And I said, Jack, let me show you this. Jack takes a look at it, and you know, his face kind of melts. He's like, oh. Well, we didn't have to try the case. Needless to say, Ab was absolved. So the next defense is, it did happen. In other words, I caused the injuries to the person, but I was acting in self-defense. So another true story, again, different names. My client, Hapless, and his live-in girlfriend, who's, we're going to call her I'm a Kutsu. They live in a little rundown trailer together, and Ima has she has a baby, but the baby is a different baby daddy than Hap. In fact, she had a relationship with somebody we're going to call Worst, and she has the little baby who we're going to call Brat's Worst. So that's relevant. They're fussing. No video here, but they're fussing back and forth, and they're drinking heavily. That's apparently what they like to do out in that trailer. And old Hap is watching something on the TV. He's sitting with his back to her on the couch. She's in the kind of the kitchen area there, and she's cutting herself some ham or something. She has a big old kitchen knife, and so they're going back and forth. And he says something. Apparently, it's the last straw for Ima Kutsu, because she comes out, she takes that knife, wham! Right from behind, gets him in the ear, cuts his ear about half off. Well, old Hap, he gets up, she's still holding that knife, and so he grabs her by the wrist, and he's wrestling with her with the knife. He finally punches her in the face. She drops the knife, he grabs that knife, throws it outside the trailer. He grabs his phone, runs outside the trailer. He's dialing 911, help, come now. But, well, he wants to get away from her. So what's he do? He goes, hides under the trailer. Cops come. They go talk to Ima. Oh, he's a terrible human. He hit me. He grabbed me. I got injuries on my face. I got, whatever bloody nose. I got my hands all torn up, and he was a terrible person. Cops go looking for him. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. He's hiding under the trailer. He comes out. Of course, there's blood running down his face. His ears hanging half off. And here's where he screwed up his own case. They said, what happened? He goes, I just cut myself on a tie down when I was coming out from under the trailer. Hap comes to me. I said, well, Hap, if that's not what happened, why'd you tell the cops that is what happened? Because that really hurts your claim of self-defense. If you told them from the beginning, we'd be in a better position. He says, well, he goes, Emma had that little baby with her, little Bratwurst, and I sure didn't want that baby to not have his mama, so I thought I was doing the right thing. I was protecting her and the baby. He says, I know she's drunk, but I kind of forgive her, and I didn't want her to go to jail or the baby not to have a mama. Well, that maybe might be chivalrous of you, but it doesn't help your case. Case drug on and on and on. Now, we did have one thing that really helped us, and that's that Ima wasn't much of a saint. Ima had previously attacked Hap. In fact, she had taken her car and tried to run him over. She had pinned him up against the garage. She had a conviction for that. And because of that and some other factors, we eventually prevailed. It took forever, but we won. Hap didn't have a conviction from all of that. So defense number 2 is, it happened, but I was acting in self-defense. Number 3 is, well, yeah, the person had injuries, but what happened? It was an accident. We didn't mean to do it. And again, you see that defense sometimes. I'm going to give you another example. So the client, klutz bungler, and girlfriend, who we're going to call Jinx Crapnip, are doing one of this old home. They're fixing up an old house. And Jinx's cousin, who we're going to call Frank McStooley, is helping them out. Well, Klutz, being true to his name, being a klutz, he picks up a big old 2x4x8, and he's about to move it, and he does this bit with it. He doesn't see, but unfortunately, bam! He smacks Jinx in the back of the head hard because he's swinging that thing around, knocks her flat. Old Mr. Frank McStooley sees it. Hey! Klutz just knocked out my cousin. He hit her in the head with a 2x4. He just smashed her in the head. You got to come out here now. No, we got to come out. They talk to Jinx. She says, well, he hit me, but I don't want anything to happen to him. I'm not mad. Meanwhile, Fink's going, well, I saw him do it. Cops take old Klutz to jail, goes to court. Fortunately for him, he's acquitted. It's determined that it was, in fact, an accident. Now, I want you to understand that not all cases, even with these kind of facts, are necessarily won. The reason for that is that when you go to court, either the judge, or if it's a jury trial, the jury decides what they believe the true facts to be. The term verdict, by the way, means to speak the truth. I think that's a misnomer. The reality is that whether it's a judge or a jury, what they say when they render a verdict, when they make a decision, is that which they believe to be the truth. Big distinction. So sometimes juries, sometimes judges, they may believe something is true and maybe find somebody guilty, but they can be wrong. And that's the reason, of course, that you want the best lawyer that you can to try to avoid that from happening. At any rate, I hope you like this video. If you would, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of them, hit the subscribe button. And if you're in any kind of trouble in North Alabama and you want our help here at Siegel & Siegel, just give us a call. The phone number's down below here somewhere. Thanks for watching. I'm Attorney Andy Siegel.